All right, you guys, we're going to rank the top 5 YouTube hoopers that we think could play in the big 3. In order, by the way, okay?
These are the names that we are excluding, being that they either are not active in the community or played in the big 3. Eli Carter, Duke Skywalker, Frank Nitti, Nas, Devin the Lab, Filet, J-Law.
So we're going to go 1 or start at 5?
What do you want to do, Millie?
I like working up 1 to 5.
All right,
1, you mean down?
Start at 1.
Okay, so number 1.
So
I know it kind of kills the anticipation.
All right, here's the first overall draft pick.
Yes.
Or
yes.
Okay.
I would say Tay at 1 right now. I would say Tay.
I don't think it's close either. I don't think it. For all the guys that we named that are already in the big 3, if you take them out, and then it's Tay by far. Y'all remember? Did y'all just watch the Rucker Park threes?
I was about to bring that up. You were there,
bro. Best player on the floor. Like, it's not even close, bro. It's not close. It's not close. Tay 1.
In Minnesota, he cooked. Every 3-on-3 he cooked. Cincinnati, he controlled the game. Every single one, he just goes off. So I just feel like, and his game just makes sense in 3-on-3. Like, his skill set is perfectly set for 3-on-3, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Ice Cube, well, yeah, buddy.
For real.
He makes it again, B?
Ice Cube, we need you. What's going on? He needs a contract. Now, like, I'm seriously, you need to go watch. We got all the film. If you need film, Scotty will send it to you. Come on,
He's
bro.
also a great passer too.
Yes.
Like, he facilitated really well. I want my main ball handler to be a willing passer, willing and capable. And I feel like he's both of those things. He's not just like put your head down, YouTube bucket scorer. He's like polished. So
I feel like when you're a pass first type of guy in this team setting things, it opens up your offensive capabilities even more because people are so focused on the other guy scoring. Then you get to pick your spots. Like, oh, open shot, open lane. That's why I always tell guys distributing the ball first is so important because if you can get everybody else going, get the eyes off of you, and then you can pick your spots. But if you want to just score off the rip every single time, that's all they're going to focus on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not a liability defensively. He can mess around and be the best defender on whatever big 3 team drafts him. He could guard any guard in the big 3. You got number 2.
So we got the consensus 1. Who's number 2, fellas?
Oh, this is what we got to start really locking in.
Just some guys to think about. Got to bring Zay into the combo because he touched the G League. We got to consider Zay.
Okay.
Who else is a gotta consider for a team for like a 3-on-3?
So I'm gonna just throw some names out there: Zay, Ty Glover, Nesco, Cam, Mike, Moon.
He got the big board out.
Scoob.
I think Nesco is a great option here. I think Nesco might.
Not gonna lie.
He's got such a clean, complete skill set, and we haven't seen him play a whole lot of 3s. He's great in 2s, which is different, but you could argue Nesco at 2.
Who you got, Sel?
Good. You could argue Nesco. You could argue BJ at 2.
Scotty Lewis.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of guys, yeah.
Damn, we gotta just make a statement and stand on at this point because it's someone's gonna get left out. I like
100%.
Nesco at 2 though, low key.
I know what I'm getting from him. He's a very efficient scorer, capable defender, great shooter, floor spacer, never is rushed. I would probably go with Nesco at 2. I know he maybe doesn't have the size that you would look for at the guard position playing in that league or like a pro league. That may be a reason why Nesco has gotten overlooked in his life even. But I know what I'm getting from him. He's a fighter. He's going to battle it out. I just think he's so consistent. I would go with Nesco at 2, I think, which is crazy because there's some guys like Scotty Lewis, Ty Glover.
I was gonna say Ty Glover's on.
BJ is prolific. I mean, you can't be mad at any of those either.
I ain't gonna lie, look, he got Scotty.
Yeah,
I look, he got.
It makes
Scotty.
sense. It makes sense.
I look, he got Scotty. Oh, yeah, Scotty would be my 2, bro.
We also haven't considered this conversation, so like we're thinking through this right now.
Yeah.
In real time.
This
Yeah,
is
in real time.
This is in a real, yeah. Here's my
I
only
like
thing.
Scotty.
My only thing with Nesco is that he's about 5'8", 5'9", and he doesn't have a floor general mindset.
I feel that.
He doesn't have a mindset to where as in I'm gonna get this ball to, let's say, who's in the big three that's a prolific scorer? That's Joe Johnson.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I might be kind of rooting for two things could be true. I think Nesco is really, really good, and part of me might be rooting for the underdog.
Yeah.
So Scotty is is probably the better choice.
Yeah.
Because that does make more sense.
Who you got, Sel?
So it would be Scotty at 2, I think.
I like Scotty at 2 because he's been in the big stage. He kind of, but like, do we exclude Scotty? He's been in the big stage already.
That I wasn't really thinking if we were considering.
So he's been drafted.
Damn, we need some what do they call that, guidelines or barriers or something like that.
I think at this point we got to go with everybody that's touched the YouTube scene that hasn't already played in the big 3. That's the only guy.
Scotty's 2 then.
So Scotty's 2.
Scotty's 2. Okay.
3. Now we look at, we got Rob's, Burks,
Rob,
Zay,
BJ, Zay.
We got a School, Mike. I mean, bro, there's so Friga. You could throw Friga as a wild card. I don't think he's top 5 for the big 3, in my personal opinion.
Yeah,
and that's not me throwing no shade. I'm genuinely trying to.
I agree with you there. That's not shade. I don't think he would be top 5.
At the 3 spot, I would go here. And I know I'm kind of contradicting myself because I just said Ness, but I would probably in this 3 spot give you 3 names. 1, BJ, Rob, or I'm blanking. BJ, Rob, and Zay.
I think we on the same page. We on the same page. We on the same page with that 3 you just said.
Okay.
We on the same page.
So this is also like team need. Because if you have a guard, you probably go BJ. So if we rank the 2 guards in a big 3 setting, do we like Rob or Zay better? Because we can bump 1 guard out.
Probably Rob because of the 3 ball.
I kind of agree in that setting.
Yeah, in that setting,
with that
off the rebounds, sprinting to the corner for 3 balls, knocking it down. I trust Rob a little bit more than I would Zay in that type of scenario.
So now Rob or BJ?
Man. Thing about Rob is no matter what you say about him, he may not have the most team wins, but when he's giving effort, he gives effort. He will defend. If he's locked in, he will defend. BJ, I feel like is always locked in though. Like there's no worrying about the refs. In a big 3, it's gonna be a physical game in a big 3.
For sure. But let me make this really simple on us right now. We make an ABC team in the big 3. Who are we drafting first? We have the first overall pick. Those are the 2 players we're considering. Are we starting with Rob or BJ?
If Scotty Lewis is second, I'm probably gonna give BJ because I already got Tay at the 1.
No. This is like I'm
this is best available. Best available. My apologies.
Who would you want to start your team with? If you had to start a team with either Rob or
BJ? That's so. You set me up. You set me up.
Well, what would we do? We're in the draft. We're in the war room right now drafting. We have 1 minute. We're on the clock.
You setting me up.
We got to talk. What do we like out of BJ's game? Is he a leader? Is he a leader? Is Rob a leader? Do we want to start with a scorer?
I'm gonna go
both scorers.
All right, I'm gonna just hop on. I will go Rob. Go Rob. The reason why I would is because I like Rob a little bit more defensively. When Rob sits down in a chair, he does sit down in a chair. And also, he's not going. I'm not saying BJ is going to get bullied. But when I'm saying the matchups that I'm thinking about, the Isaiah Briscoes, the Nas's, the other guard, the Mario Chalmers, guards like that are in the big 3, Rob's in that conversation. I'm thinking about BJ if he's at his position. His is like ISO Joe, guys like that. I'm like, okay, give me Rob first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like Rob at 3. And I think Rob is really close. He's already an incredible player. That's obvious, but like he's really close. Like just being coached a little bit, slight change of mindset, really close to breaking through as a player. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he keeps his emotions intact the whole game, one, and two, if he's a willing passer, he's obviously a capable passer, consistently a willing passer. Those two things, by the way, both controllables. So a little bit of coaching, he's golden. He's exactly what you want. For
Well, in
BJ,
that league too, you don't have room to really. There's no room for not being coachable because they'll just pull you out.
yeah, I don't think that would be an issue for him in the big three. And I'm really surprised that some of these guys are going to start getting taken in the big three. Every name we've named so far, like the big three should seriously consider, because there's a lot of talent over on the YouTube side now. You know,
Right.
Question for both of y'all: why? Okay, and this is my only thing about Rob. Why have we not seen him be a willing passer?
It's a great question. If he took that role on, I feel like his game would expand so much.
Yeah.
He would save energy, make the game easier on everybody else. I feel like when he sees one go through, I think he just has to instantly think of, I got to get a heat check going. I think that's what he thinks. Like he's thinking, I hit one, oh, I got to keep hitting again. This is the way my team's gonna win the game. But sometimes this is calm space, but he might shoot his team out of the game.
Yeah.
So that's where he has to find that balance where it's like, okay, I made one, but that doesn't mean I have to keep trying to score, get everybody else involved. Like Iso Tay does that very well, and you can see it translate a lot.
Yeah.
Because Tay picks his spots. If Rob picked his spots, bro, next level.
Exactly.
In the 3v3 space.
Yeah.
So we got Rob 3, fellas.
Yeah,
Rob
3.
3. Now 4, we got the likes of Zay, Ty Glover, Nesco, School, Mike, Burke, BJ. I'm throwing extra names out there. Hoodie Kale. Trying to think of any other names. Cam.
I think he's the sleeper.
Who?
Cam. I think he's the sleeper. Like if we did like a top 10, I don't think he would be top 5 though.
Yeah, bro. I think top 5. It's gonna predominantly be guards with a little bit more size.
Yeah.
You got Tay, Scotty Lewis, Rob. Just because the big 3 is a different game, it's way more physical than a TNC 3-on-3 or another platform 3-on-3.
Agreed.
You're playing against 6'10", 6'11", 250.
Agreed.
I was gonna say
like a what's his name? Mike. Not a Mike Evans. Like Reggie Evans.
Reggie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like a Reggie Evans. Like, you're playing against like really big people.
Yeah.
So even like Mario Chalmers and Jeff Teague,
big
they're
guards.
not no little guys.
Big guards.
You know what I mean? So I think
Cam
that's what
and
we have to
fives.
look at too.
Cam and 5s.
Yeah.
5s and 1s for Cam, I think.
What about Day?
That's the same thing you just said. That's the same thing you just said. Big guards.
Yeah, true.
Big guards.
Diesel, like a Diesel, and you know what I'm saying? Like now you gotta start thinking about like people that are pesky and just like got that grit to them.
Oh, we're at 3 right now. We're
4.
considering. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. We've got 3, so we're considering BJ, Zay.
Got Ty Glover still on there, Friga still on there.
Ty Glover, Friga.
So here's my thing.
BJ still on there.
Oh, still considering Nesco as well.
Nesco.
Where do we have Ty Glover in terms of comparison to Body Bag? Like, is Body Bag substantially better? Is Body Bag better? If I'm saying, like, where do we have Ty Glover?
I think playing with them both, watching them both, I think Ty does certain things throughout the course of a game. I think his IQ is underrated a little bit. So I like Ty's IQ. Can play in the pick and roll, but overall Body Bag is the player you got to take out of them too, respectfully.
Yeah. Okay.
What about Slim?
With Slim, it's always been like he hasn't quite taken that step to taking it as serious, really, in like an organized setting. Yeah. He's just really He's just really unique, really naturally gifted and stuff. I don't doubt. The thing is about Slim, you can put him against anybody, against pros and stuff, and he plays the same way. And I've seen him torch people like G League players and stuff. And it's always just he's kind of like got a little bit of moon in him, where it's like a lot of people in the scene at this point think of Slim as maybe not as good as an organized setting, but then he plays really well every time in an organized setting. So,
Slept
you know
on.
what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't necessarily put him on a draft board higher, but also I know he would perform, if that makes sense.
We gotta look at guys too. Like, if we talk about who's been on the YouTube scene, it might be. I saw someone comment Filet.
Oh
He's a
no, you
OG.
can't count him. He's one.
Yeah.
Filet's
like,
one.
OG. That's like paying homage. Like, yeah, bro.
Filet's
You feel what
one
I'm
though,
saying?
Cell. We can't count him.
We might
no,
get in muddy waters there because then we got to count like a lot of other people.
Yeah, we could.
I would say like this community that the guys that have been like relatively active. Filet doesn't really want to be, you know what I'm saying, be a part of it. He wants to do his own thing, create his own lane. So
Tay, who we got? Tay,
Scotty
Scotty
Lewis.
Lewis,
Rob.
we're considering BJ, Zay, Nesco. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Ty Glover.
Ty. All right, this spot.
Ooh.
What are we doing? We had BJ and Zay.
I want to go
for
BJ.
3 spot. Let's go BJ 4. Do we all agree on that?
I think I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
What are we thinking about Zay in 3s?
I think it translates.
Oh, he translates in all. He's smart.
Yeah.
One,
He's
two,
smart
three
and he
spots.
can do everything. It's like offensively, and I don't worry about him guarding at all. So I mean, dude, Zay is
timeout.
kind of a guy that's like easy to look over name wise because he's maybe doesn't have that notoriety. But if we put him on the floor,
He's right there.
the product is the product, and he's really good at everything consistently. I haven't seen him play bad.
Yeah, he
Genuinely haven't. So
Well, if we consider it, Zay should absolutely be a shoe-in. And the reason why I say that is because we've seen Hezzy play very solid in the Big Three. And Hezzy's not known to be no prime defender or anything like that, but he played solid in the Big Three. I think Zay's game would be phenomenal in the Big Three.
Question.
in anything, go ahead.
I know sometimes Hezzy could be inefficient, but is Zay as offensively gifted as Hezzy?
Hezzy's an anomaly because it's hard to answer that question because they're gonna try to score and they're gonna shoot 2 different.
Yeah,
Zay's gonna get less shots.
Their
Zay's
shot
gonna
charts
get
are
less
totally
shots,
different.
right?
Yeah.
But Zay is gonna be more efficient, probably take better shots within the flow that will help his teammates stay within a flow. I have a friend that always says it's not if we score, but how we score throughout the course of a game, because like that directly affects. And basketball players know what I'm talking about when I say that. Like I could go out there and get 50, but how am I doing it? Am I keeping my teammates involved? Am I ISOing to get that 50? So I think that 2 things could be true. Hezzy is one of the most entertaining buckets I've ever seen play, but I think that Zay is a better fit for a team.
Great. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
I think another thing that we have to take into question when doing the draft is durability. And I don't think, like, respectfully, a Ty Glover, I think Ness too, like with that type of physicality, night in, night out, playing against guys that are 40, 50 pounds bigger than you in the trenches like that. I think the guys like Zay, Rob, Tay, BJ, Scotty Lewis last longer with that physicality throughout the course of a Big Three season.